Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is Friday, August 6th, and I hope everybody's off to a great start today. As you can tell, there's a big difference this week. No beard. I had a lot of pressure from a lot of residents, including my wife at home that absolutely hated it, said I looked a lot older, and I needed to get rid of it. However, I did want to keep it on through last weekend as a little bit of a superstitious, hopefully bring good luck to my son, who played in the U.S. Kids World Championship Golf Tournament at Pinehurst, North Carolina last week. So that's where I was last week, which many of you may know. And I'm very proud of my son, Max. He did a great job. He was actually tied for 5th going into the back final 9 of the tournament. It was a 3-day tournament, 54 holes, and he was -1, which means 1 under par, going into the 46th hole. Unfortunately, the poor little guy, he just gave out of gas. It was about 100 degrees, a lot of walking, didn't eat much. He was too nerved up. And the last 9 holes, he gave up 4 shots. He went +4 or 4 over par on the last 9 holes. And he went from 4th place to 24th place. However, 24th place in the world is pretty darn good, so I'm very proud of him. And there was over 160 kids from 31 countries playing in the tournament. So great experience for him, great experience for me and the family. And I just thought I'd give everybody an update on how it went. So thanks for inquiring. Those of you that were interested, those of you that weren't, now you know where I was and what was going on. So back to Coffee Chat. Today we've got a lot of information we're going to share with our residents as usual. We've got many different department leaders that have updates from their departments. And I hope everybody enjoys today's virtual coffee chat. And I will see you close to the end with some updates relative to Cypress Village and birthdays. So enjoy.
I'm coming to you today with a few announcements, mostly regarding our Alzheimer's Association donations campaign, fundraising campaign, as well as some resources that we have available for you all. So to start, I would like to go ahead and draw or announce the winners for our first fundraising milestone, which was for any residents that donated or fundraised $50 or more before the date of July 31st. We're all entered into a raffle for the following prizes, which I will announce the winners for now. First up, we've got a Peterbrook chocolate gift basket, and the winners of that are Jean and George Bland. So congratulations. Next, we've got a wine gift basket, Cypress Village wine gift basket, and our winners for that are Mr. and Mrs. Liberty, Anthony and Jeanette Liberty, who live out in the neighborhood. Congratulations to you all. Up next, we've got a pizza party, and our winners for that are Mike and Rhoda Booten. And lastly, a surf and turf dinner for 2 with wine included. And our winner for that is Mrs. Barbara Ponatowski. So congratulations to all of our winners for this round of fundraising raffles. And I'd like to go ahead and remind all residents that we have a few fundraising milestones set to last us through November, when our fundraising efforts will end. Our next milestone will be for all residents that donate or fundraise over $100. So $100 or more by the date of August 31st will be entered into a drawing, not only for a $300 monthly service fee credit that will be applied to your Cypress Village bill, but we also have some really fun dining services prizes to go along with that one as well. So I also just want to throw out a disclaimer. These milestones are met on a cumulative basis. So if you've already donated $100 or more, you have already been entered into that raffle and need not donate more unless you choose. And the same will go for future donation milestones, and the cap will be $200. That will be our last donation milestone, for which any residents that donate $200 or more will be qualified for all of these wonderful raffles that we are going to be doing, and they will also be included in a very special, what we are going to be calling a Champions Luncheon that we will hold during the month of November for all of our Alzheimer's Association fundraising champions, both residents and employees. So please keep that in mind if you are thinking about making a donation to this very important cause. And with that, I'd like to switch gears a little bit. And I actually received some educational tools and resources directly from the Alzheimer's Association. And I just wanted to share some of this information with you all and let you know that this information will also be available for you to pick up if you're interested in the Community Life Services office. So the first thing that I would like to talk about are the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's and different things to be thinking about and looking for, maybe in yourself and your friends, spouse, a loved one, whoever it might be. So the first is memory loss that disrupts your daily life. And this is different than forgetting a bill and remembering it later, or forgetting a date and then coming across it in your planner. This is truly memory loss that is causing a disruption, maybe in your finances, maybe in your personal life, whatever it might be. The second is challenges in planning or solving problems. Difficulty completing familiar tasks, confusion with times or places on a regular basis, trouble understanding visual images and spatial relationships, new problems with words in speaking or in writing as well, misplacing things, which we all misplace things. But the key to this one is losing the ability to retrack your steps and locate those items. Decreased or poor judgment, withdrawal from work or social activities, or major changes in mood or personality. If you would like more information on these warning signs, what to keep an eye out for, I have a fact sheet here that you can grab from the Community Life Services office. And at the very bottom, there is some guidance directly from the Alzheimer's Association. The first thing that they suggest, if you or your loved ones or a friend are having trouble with any of these things and it's causing concern, the first thing that you should do is just talk to someone you trust. That might be a friend, that might be someone here at Cypress Village. That is the first step to identifying whatever problem might lie there. Next, and Susan McLean is here to help with this part, but the next piece would be to consult with your physician about any challenges that this person might be experiencing and what can be done to prevent further challenges for that person. And lastly, the Alzheimer's Association has a free 24/7 helpline for anyone that is experiencing issues, concerned about a friend or a loved one. They have master's level clinicians available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I think the most telling part of this resource is that they are literally available if you just need someone to talk to, if you're not sure where to go next, if you're not sure if this is even Alzheimer's that you might be dealing with in a loved one or a friend. They can point you in the right direction, and not only point you in the right direction, but provide you with support from people who understand this disease, the effects that it has on the daily life of those suffering from the disease, as well as their loved ones, friends, and family. So I highly suggest, if you are dealing with this and you need support outside of what is available to you right now, do not hesitate to reach out to the Alzheimer's Association via their 24/7 helpline. and get some guidance. They're there to help. That's their full-time job, and that is where all of your donations are going, to help people who are struggling with this. So with that, the number for the 24/7 helpline is 1-800-272-3900. And they have plenty of resources outside of what we have here at Cypress Village, or even here in the Jacksonville area, to point you in the right direction. Again, I will have this paperwork, this information, and hope that you will consider joining us in the fight to end Alzheimer's once and for all. Thank you all, and hope you have a wonderful weekend.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat Friday. Just a couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, we're coming through the homes, starting off Gary Baker, Juan, and Ray, and changing out as many air filters and cleaning out the drain lines. We're going through, we started on Indigo and Silverberry yesterday. We're trying to knock out as many as we can during this lockdown, since we're only doing emergency work orders still. This is a really good project because about 90% of the houses, the air handlers are in the garage, so we don't even need to come in the house. If there's anybody who specifically does not want us to come in to do their air filter, please call the maintenance department. CJ is covering for us as Jennifer is out sick and won't be back until at least next Thursday. So CJ is covering when she's not on a run. Otherwise, the concierge and security can put in work orders, whoever answers the phone at that point when you're calling it in. So remember that, emergency work orders only, leaks, anything to do with water. We're working on drainage. You've seen us out there. I've hired an outside drainage company, but they are backed up, obviously, because we're all the water. So, pun intended. So I'm not going to see them for another 2 weeks. I've already given them a job on Middleton Park West, and if they do a good job with that, then we'll start moving on to other areas of the neighborhood. I have a couple other houses that desperately need it, and we'll keep going through for that. That's all I got this week. Have a great day.
Good morning. This is Laurel back in the office. Thank you so much for those of you who asked about Jack. He's feeling just fine, though to be fair, he really wasn't even feeling that poorly last week, but he did have a fever, so we had to stay home. But he's doing great, and no one else in the household caught a bug, so we're good to go, and we're back to work this week. Regarding updates, I do have a new update regarding the concierge desk and packages. We have a new system that we're going to implement effective Monday, this coming Monday, on how we notify residents for their packages and how we track incoming packages. It became very apparent that we needed a new method rather than just pen and paper when it came to tracking the package, the apartment number, the name, et cetera, et cetera. So this way, we're going to use an app called Notify on our end, where we can scan all of the packages tracking numbers, just like the postal workers, Amazon employees do. That will suck up all the information, so it'll get your name, your apartment number, and then the actual tracking number of the item, load it into a system, and then automatically notify residents via text or email when their package arrives. We will then put them in the same closet locations as we always have, and when you come to pick up your package and we bring it out to you, we will scan it again to log out the package, and then we'll ask you to use your finger or a stylus to sign here on an iPad or a phone. And you can use your finger to sign, or you can have we'll have a stylus available that you can use as well. And so this will really help us keep track of all the packages when they arrive, when they leave, who signs for them, and we'll have all of that information conveniently located in a cloud-based system on the Notify app. That part you don't really have to worry about, but what you do, what will affect you are the notifications that you receive. So we will use your cell phone number or your email address to notify you through the Notify app. For those of you who do not have a cell phone or who do with texting capabilities or are without an email address, we will call if we see that that package has been sitting there longer than 24 hours. We know that most postal services and product lines will notify you in their own way when you do your online shopping, this, that, and the other. So we're hoping that if you know you're expecting a package, you'll come down to get it. Otherwise, we will go ahead and give you a phone call like we have in the past. I hope that all makes sense. If you have any questions or would like clarification on how this system will work, please give me a call on my office line, 904-807-6116, or you can send me an email. And of course, like I said, we're implementing this with residents starting Monday. We've already been doing this with employees, and it's helped extremely keeping the load of packages out of the lobby, and it's reducing any lost packages. Thank you all so much for your support and kind words. And if you have any questions, like I said, please let me know. Have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. I'll see you next time.
Water polo team.
No.
No, that's all I care about. Oh, my daughter plays. Her coach is an Olympian.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. I'm here for the burger and pizza of the week. For the burger of the week, we have a beautiful rotund crunch wrap burger. It has a flour tortilla, a crispy corn tortilla, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, nacho cheese. Goes great with our beautiful tater tots that are nice, crispy, and delicious. We also have another slightly more rotund pizza of the week, which has salami, Alfredo sauce, mozzarella cheese, tomatoes, and sauteed peppers and onions. So I hope you enjoy and have a great day. I thought that was a joke.
Coach is an Olympian?
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke too. My bad.
No, it's okay. Why would you know?
I have one more update for you all. I met with Tiffany this morning, and I've also talked to Ty, who has been meeting with resident leadership, and I wanted to make an announcement that as of Monday, we will be resuming in-person programs. Masks will be required for all group in-person programs. The activities department will be putting out an activities weekly update on Friday evening with a schedule of all of the programs that we'll be able to hold next week. So please review that and consider what you might be interested in attending. Of course, it is your choice if you would like to come down and participate, but we do want to make these opportunities available to you all to be able to socialize with your friends and have a little fun during this chaotic time. So with that, review the update. Let us know if you have any questions or if there is a sign up required, give us a call to sign up. We are still assisting with visitation in the healthcare center, so we're not going to open it up to a full programs calendar, but we do plan on doing bingo and trivia and all of the programs that we can successfully do safely that don't involve food or drink or the removal of resident masks. So with that, keep an eye out. Let us know if you have any questions or ideas of programs that we can implement during this time. And we are happy to be headed that way back to getting you all out and about the community, and look forward to seeing you next week at some of our activities. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.
All right, I'm back. I hope everybody's enjoying today's episode. I'm sure you are. It's a very popular time for our residents to get all of this information every week. So I hope everybody is enjoying it. I just wanted to give a couple brief updates, one of which is what we are currently going to do since the 2-week time period that we laid out 2 weeks ago is about to expire. With the 2 weeks expiring, we do not have the positivity rates. We don't get those until every Monday, so I don't have those at this time. But last week we were at nearly 27% positivity in Duval County. Just to put that in perspective, I think at the height of COVID last year, the maximum percentage of positivity was right around 16%. So we are at a very, very high point. And as a lot of you may know, there's also a lot of these cases whereby residents or others are vaccinated that are actually contracting, the virus, which is very, concerning to us here at Cypress Village. We know you can carry it, but now you're actually potentially going to have symptoms. On the positive note, looking at the positive side of that, the symptoms have been, for the most part, from what we've been able to ascertain or witness here at Cypress Village, the symptoms are much less, they're more mild, They go away quicker, and the vaccine has definitely proven to limit the amount of negative symptoms, potential hospitalizations, and definitely death. So, there are some great attributes to the vaccine, even though it's not bulletproof. With that being said, we are going to continue for another 2 weeks of restrictions that are currently in place. We're going to mandate that masks are worn by all residents and staff and visitors while in common areas or congregating together. I would highly recommend that you do wear a mask while you're outside of Cypress Village, just as a safety precaution. That's obviously an option to you, but I would recommend that. And we are going to continue with complimentary delivery service, as well as, pickup is available as well. That will continue for 2 weeks. As Katie mentioned earlier in the episode, we are going to open up, I don't want to say open up, but lax restrictions a little bit for certain programs, because I want to be real clear. One thing I do not want us to do here at Cypress Village during this little spike that we're seeing is to go back into an isolation mode or shutdown mode. I think our vision or our moving forward needs to be one of which is very cautionary, but also let's not revert back to where we were at that time. Let's move about life as the best we can. Let's continue to congregate with friends and other residents and family, but let's just do it with safety protocols in mind so that we do not, provide any exposure that, could be preventable. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's continue to live life the best we can here at Cypress Village. Again, we've made some modifications and restrictions. We'll see what that looks like in 2 weeks, but I think it's the best move for us at this time, and I know that's not what a lot of you like to hear, but at the same token, I think everybody should understand that that's the best thing that we can do to keep you all safe, which is definitely our number one priority at this time, safety of our residents. So with that being said, we are making some great strides on the hiring side. In the past 30 days, we've hired over 50 new employees, which has put a pretty nice dent in the vacancy rate that we had here. I do not have the number of the number of employees out of that 50 that are still here, but I can tell you that we've put a lot of bridges in place to offset any of these new employees that are starting from leaving. So there are new processes in place to drive the hiring process, as well as the onboarding process, and then the retention process. So we're well on our way there. So I want everybody to take that away as a big positive. We do have some wood to chop, but we are all 100% in to make sure that we can do what we can to provide all of our residents here at Cypress Village everything that they deserve and that we can provide. So please rest assured that that is happening, and we will continue to do that until we get to the place we need to be. And with that, I will provide the COVID stats. So currently on property, as of yesterday, we had 3 confirmed cases of residents that are currently active. The other confirmed cases have now recovered. Those 3 individuals are all isolating and self-quarantining. We're praying for them every day, but they seem to be very stable at this point. So that's good news. Employees, we currently have 4 employees that are currently positive that are also isolating and self-quarantining at home and are all doing very well. So we would expect them to be back as soon as possible, but we're following strict protocols prior to allowing them to come back to work. So with that being said, that's where we're at with COVID. On to birthdays. See who we got as a birthday resident here at Cypress Village on August 6th. We are going to start with August 6th, and we have 2 birthdays out there. We have Miss Pearl Kenny. Pearl, happy birthday. And also David Brown. Dave, happy birthday to you as well. On the 7th, we've got 4 birthdays. We have Kate Nall, Ruth Nosolek, Roger Nichols, and that's it. I'm going to stop there. On the 8th, we have 2 birthdays. We've got one of our new residents, Mr. Moulton Smith and Victoria Fahey. Happy birthday, Moulton and Victoria. On the 9th, we've got 3. We've got Inga Cavis. Inga, happy birthday. Charles Ross, another new resident on the 9th. And Miss Mary Broxma. Mary, happy birthday to you. The 10th, we've only got 1 out there, and that's Miss Sarah McHugh. Happy birthday, Sarah. On the 10th, on the 11th, we've got 2 birthdays. We've got Chris Westmoreland and Vicky Kashmiri. Vicky, happy birthday to you. I'll go with Vicky. And Chris, happy birthday to you. On the 12th, we've got Miss Joan Fenton. Joan, happy birthday. You're the lone birthday for the 12th. Same with the 13th. We've got Mr. Roger Woodbury. Roger, happy birthday to you. And we'll wrap it up on the 14th. We've got Iverna Walters, Miss Betty Phipp, and Sue Harrelson. Happy birthday, ladies. I'm sure the birthday fairy, Cypress Village Birthday Fairy, will be out to visit all of you at some point during the week. But I wish everybody the best this week. Stay safe, stay positive. We'll get there. Take care. Bye-bye.
The concierge and security can put in work orders, whoever answers the phone at that point when you're calling it in. Remember, cut.
Work order.
Work order.
Good morning, residents. I never know what to say after that.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. I'm here.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, like
We're good.